Hi, are you struggling to participate in classes? Afraid you look stupid when saying something in front of your class, but also afraid that you'll get an F for not speaking up at all? Well, look no further, this video is for you. Step 1. Write down what you're about to say so that you won't stutter when saying it. Prof, I believe that stealing violates fundamental principles of property rights and trust. And also like ethical conduct. That's why I believe that stealing is good. Wait, I mean that stealing is... Step 2. Practice raising your hands. You won't be worried to raise your hands if you have done it many times. Something easy you can do at home to train this is 100 raising of hands, 100 times of shouting prof, and 100 tongue twisters. She sells seashells by the sea. Wait, why would you do that when I can pick up seashells over there for followed by a 10,000 word yapping session every single day? This helps a lot when class parting. It also helps in other areas, such as meeting the word count for an essay. Step C. Search things up. Can you tell that the prof is ramping up towards asking a question? Quickly Google what it is. You can then appear to have great ideas, though you copied them wholesale off the internet. However, this doesn't mean you should read up way ahead. For example, if you're only in week 2, don't go on talking about content you've read in week 6 to flex to your prof and other classmates. They'll hate you. Oh, hi. I'm the person voicing this. My name is John, and I am Dagoyaki if he got rejected from NUS Computer Science. In theory, I know what I have to do to get marks for class participation. But in reality, I get really nervous. My brain pumps so much adrenaline as if I'm ready to handle a saber-toothed tiger. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, and I'm not even in a rap battle. My heart pounds quickly as I get second thoughts. If I raise up my hand too many times, will people think that I'm annoying? If I bring up some new piece of knowledge, will it seem like I'm trying to flex to everyone? I don't even understand why I'm like this. I'm quite used to performing in front of people or presenting in front of a class as far as I could remember. But there's something about class parting in university that makes me so anxious. It's probably the idea that people would judge me. What if I say something really bad and then news spreads quickly that I'm just a yapping yak? That's probably why I try to not talk so much in university. But the issue comes when a module prefers quantity over quality in class parting. What do you mean I can only get the maximum grade of class parting once I raise up my hands twice in each class? Do I seem to even be paying attention in the first place when the class is at 8 AM? Preferring quantity over quality would mean that there are much more contributions which add less value to the lesson. It's just a bunch of empty, shallow talk that we ought to do for a better grade. I'm not sure I want to graduate from university thinking that it's better to let my mouth run than to be deliberate in what I say. I know that when at work, I would save everyone's time by bringing things up only if it is important. Another thing that would save everyone's time is knowing what you're going to say. I would hate it if you raise your hand up when you haven't finished your train of thought. Are you going to eat up everyone's time with long pauses and filler words? Some of y'all really need to hear yourselves talking so that you know what others have to go through. Hey, it helps that I hear how boring I could be when I'm filming those podcast episodes, am I right? I'm gonna lose my mind when the next person says the trinity of filler words when class parting. And like. I personally think that if your response is rather long, type it out so that you will spend less time reading from your laptop instead of trying to remember what you were thinking mid-sentence. It also helps you to not sidetrack. I can tell your point is directly in front of us, so just say it. Stop going in circles. Wow, thanks for making us go through a 360. A whole round of nothing! Or maybe I'm just accustomed to typing my thoughts out for my videos. Who knows? I didn't even know that it's fine to just talk without raising your hands now. I would be bravely putting up my hand at a vertical, not at an incline because there has some historical significance. Everyone could see it, except for the prof. It's like Maradona's hand of God. I cannot class part because the prof was looking at another direction. But instead, someone just shouts out the answer and then he gets the marks. I raised up my hand long before he even started talking. I thought this kind of thing is first come first serve. I have great reaction speed, I play jungle speed, so now I might have to just shout to get the professor's attention. So if you're in my class and you witness me using this strategy, don't hate the player, hate the game. Why did I call myself a player? But I know that my mind is playing games with me. People aren't going to care that much about what you said. You don't even remember what everyone said last week. People don't care about you as much as you think. Ever heard of the spotlight effect? I think that class parting isn't as daunting as my mind makes it seem. Because after contributing to the class, I realized that I didn't have to worry that much. If anything, it feels good that the prof acknowledges my contribution and I just improve my grade. And sometimes your contribution doesn't need to be mind-blowing. You could just point out something basic instead of thinking what would amaze everyone. As someone who overthinks, it's nice to tell myself that sometimes it's not that deep. Just do what you need to do for the grade. You're going to appear a little annoying or desperate, but at least you're practicing the skill of speaking up, which helps in other areas of life. I'm still pretty reserved when I first meet people or when there's a group of more than 4 people, but I'm getting better in acting on 3 seconds of courage. I know that this is such a cheesy way to end this video, but let's not pretend that class partying is 100% bad. Well, maybe people could also stop saying, to add on to what the previous person said, I also agree that thanks for watching till the end. Tell me what you think about class partying in the comments. Share this with someone who has struggled with class partying. Watch this video over here. Subscribe so that I'll see you when I'm in a class, not talking for 3 hours straight. Also, I couldn't find a place in this video to put the intro that I would do for my verbal journal series. So enjoy the intro place as the outro. Okay, bye. Before my eyes, opposite the shade, blinded by the